Greetings, esteemed viewers. Salutations. I am John, dedicated to recounting the awe-inspiring tales of individuals who have danced with death and peered into the realms beyond. Should these chronicles pique your interest, do kindly contemplate subscribing and activating notifications for future updates. The narrative we unravel today derives from the pages of Phenomenal, penned by Michael Black. For those eager to plunge further into his saga, the tome awaits your exploration. Thus, clutch your preferred brew of coffee or tea, and let us embark upon the profundity of this unfolding journey. Nearly 6 years have passed since a critical moment in my life, a heart attack that struck on December 27, 2017. I was on a delivery job, hauling beef to a food plant in Alberta, Canada. After dropping off the load around 5 p.m., I started my journey back. But as I left the city, I began feeling faint and short of breath. Despite these alarming symptoms, I kept driving, hoping to find a safe spot to pull over. The winter weather made things harder, with temperatures dropping to negative 28 degrees Fahrenheit. Eventually, I managed to steer the truck into a ditch and stopped. As I stumbled out of the truck, I blacked out for about 10 minutes. When I came to, I realized my phone was missing. Thankfully, a kind young woman stopped to help. Though I couldn't speak, I managed to communicate that I'd had a heart attack. Back in the truck, I blacked out again, this time slumping over the wheel. I regained consciousness to someone poking at my chest, which startled me. In my confusion, I lashed out but was saved from falling by an RCMP officer. Paramedics arrived and rushed me to the hospital, where I was treated for a heart attack. The medical team worked hard, but after 35 minutes, they declared me dead. During this time, I had a profound experience. I felt conscious in a strange place, surrounded by a dense fog. I felt a sense of peace as I moved forward, guided by something external. But as I progressed, I found myself alone in a dark hallway. In this strange space, I felt hyper-aware, sensing everything around me without conventional senses. Despite feeling like I was moving, my feet were still. The hallway was narrow, lined with oval-shaped stones, each shiny and black. The floor matched the stones, creating an eerie atmosphere. Continuing my journey down the hallway, the walls undergo transformation. The once black oval stones are replaced by light brown rectangular blocks, roughly 20 inches by 12 inches in size. They match the floor, which is made up of square-cut stone blocks, each about 15 by 15 inches. The absence of a visible ceiling adds to the mysterious atmosphere, as darkness extends upward when I look up along the wall. As I ponder my path, the hallway seems to widen, sparking my curiosity to press forward. About 20 feet ahead, I encounter a stunning sight. A rough, smoky yellow stained glass window with a hole revealing a breathtaking valley beyond. I see mountains, lush green grass, forests of trees, a clear blue sky, and radiant sunshine. The vivid details surpass reality, reminiscent of the brilliance seen after a thunderstorm. The outer walls resemble those of a castle or prison, constructed with large stone blocks. Intrigued by the view, I decide to explore further, but as I do, the window solidifies into stone. Continuing on, the floor slopes downward, and a light begins to glow behind me. As I approach, a larger hallway comes into view, illuminated by a bright point of light that expands in 4 directions, revealing 4 beings engaged in telepathic communication. Cloaked in hooded robes, they lack distinctive features like genitalia, but their human-like appearance is evident. Their eyes are medium-sized and black, resembling those of humans, while their heads maintain a similar shape. As I draw nearer, a wide hallway to my left catches my attention, illuminated by the light from the portal. Intrigued, I decide to explore it, but a sense of unease washes over me as I encounter a legion of entities lurking in the darkness ahead. These entities soon become visible, human-like forms, pale and seemingly lacking in blood, hair, or clothing. Dozens of them flail their limbs and heads in and out of the enveloping darkness, creating an unsettling spectacle. I pause, observing these peculiar entities in the dark hallway. Their movements suggest either an attempt to reach me or an escape from the surrounding darkness. It's as if they're trapped in a thick, black substance that fills the space from floor to ceiling and wall to wall, like peering into a bottomless well. The entities appear to struggle, as if trying to avoid drowning in the viscous sludge. Suddenly, a wave of intense fear washes over me, accompanied by a sensation of pain and tingling throughout my body. This unsettling experience prompts a swift retreat from the ominous hallway. As I head toward the illuminated portal, the four beings continue to send telepathic messages, urging me to join them. However, the closer I get, the more they retreat into the increasingly radiant light, making it difficult to discern their forms. Confused and frustrated, I heard a male voice coming from the illuminated entrance, urging me to turn back. A tall, black figure emerged at the threshold, standing at least 8 feet tall and completely unclothed. Its long, narrow head and muscular body resembled that of a reptilian alien, with shiny green and black eyes, flat nostrils, and a thin-lipped mouth. Behind it, the white-cloaked beings retreated as I approached. Another hooded figure, resembling a mature adult gray alien, joined the group and signaled that it was time to leave urgently. The reptilian seemed determined to grab me, but hesitated, keeping a distance of about 8 to 10 feet from me. It never fully stepped out of the light, always keeping one foot on the edge of the portal. As the smaller beings urged it to return, the reptilian reluctantly obeyed, expressing its displeasure with gestures before disappearing into the light. A sense of deception crept over me as the brilliant light intensified, revealing only the dark beings. Sensing something wrong, I chose not to venture further into the deceptive light, and the portal sealed shut, sending me back into the darkness of the hallway. Suddenly, my existence faded away, leaving me in darkness. Then awareness flooded back, and I found myself gently back in my body at the hospital, marking my return to life. Upon waking, I found myself alone in a room with a toe tag on my right foot, indicating my temporary assignment to the morgue. Moments later, a doctor rushed in with a mix of shock and excitement, summoning the cardiac team to stabilize me. I was then transported to another room where stents were inserted to clear blocked arteries. Later, I learned from the EMS that I had experienced full heart failure for at least 20 minutes before their arrival. The cardiology team worked for 35 minutes before declaring my time of death. Nurses and doctors later revealed that I had been clinically dead for over an hour.